It shouldn't matter who the tenant is. I guess my question is, too, how many other private properties does Orland Park remove snow from? Joel, do we remove snow from any other private property?
Trustee Katsenes, you'll address the questions to me or to
Pardon
George,
me.
and then we'll address them to
Pardon
staff.
me, George, if I may ask, how many?
One trustee. One simple question, and the only time anyone was stopped from asking staff directly. In Orland Park Board meetings, trustees have always been allowed to ask staff direct questions. Different trustees, different years, same rule.
Joel, do we offhand know how many other places in Orland Park we've used it, how many times?
One last question for you, Joel. So Joel, real quickly, Trustee Katsenes?
Just very quickly, Joel, could you describe what has taken place on first, second, and third? Because we do have residents here that...
I've seen 10% retentions, 5% retentions. This is a little less than all those.
Routine, expected, normal. And it isn't just trustees. Mayor Dodge himself, both as mayor and as a trustee, has repeatedly directed questions straight to staff.
I have a question for staff. Steve, as I look at this, I guess it would be... Exaggerated. So one thing I want to verify, and this is a question for staff.
Trustee Dodge.
Question for Ray and probably George, right? So,
Trustee Dodge.
Just if the committee chairman or staff could just touch briefly on this, and then I think we can have an extending conversation. Mayor Bucco, question for staff. So at the risk of being overbearing, Kevin, so typically we have my question for staff, which is about this issue, and the other 4 was Kevin. In round numbers, this is a total of 8. I have a couple of questions for staff on that one. Just John, we talked about this at committee. I'm pretty sure that this is a question for Anne Marie. So roughly, what?
Not once was he redirected. Not once was he stopped. Not once was he told he couldn't. But on Monday, despite every other trustee doing exactly the same thing, this was the only moment Mayor Dodge objected. Even minutes earlier, Trustee Katsenes asked a director a question directly, with no objection at all.
Chairman?
Trustee Katsenes?
I had just a question for Krishid. I have a concern any overflow traffic that can't park within the development may
When every other trustee is allowed to question staff directly, when even she was allowed to question staff directly, and then suddenly only her question is redirected to the mayor and village manager, that's not procedure. That's not neutrality. That's not civility. Something about the exchange suggests the mayor and village manager had coordinated the response beforehand, and that the mayor didn't want Director VanEssen answering a question he couldn't control. Because at that point, it's not about transparency. It's about ensuring the answer comes from the person holding the script. And it's not the standard Mayor Dodge lived under when he was a trustee, as we've seen here and in many other occasions. So, are questions being routed to the village manager only after the answers have already been prepped?